thank you so much for joining me. Heading for 1,000 videos. Good grief, they said it wouldn't last. So off we go rejoicing. And I wonder if you consider yourself to be an introvert or an extrovert. It always seems that people are placed as one or the other. But unfortunately, this isn't always the case. Nothing new there. As with so many things involving how people are, people's minds, the way people act, it's not dunk and dunk, it's a continuum. And at one end of this continuum, we happen to have those who are introverted, and usually that is felt to be people who prefer their own company, prefer to be quiet, really don't like big crowds, but they are often misjudged as being antisocial. That is not the case. The fact that they prefer the quiet and their own company, that is something deep within them that is a need to be fulfilled, to enable them to getting on with life. What about the extroverts? Well, the people who usually make their presence known, life and soul of the party, happy in a crowd, stand out in a crowd in a very positive way as being the most exuberant, the most boisterous, whatever. And because of this, they are often liked by many because they come across as happy and bubbly. Not always the way, but that is how they often project themselves. And they're usually first on the list to be invited to gatherings, parties, whatever. But what if you don't feel that you don't fit in either of those groups? I certainly don't. And there's a word that is ambivert. I knew I'd get it wrong. Ambivert. That isn't very often used. Excuse me, the voice does go croaky still occasionally. Just a second. Right, that's better. So an ambivert is somebody who is along that continuum, not at either end. And as I say, I put myself in that group. I like the quiet, I like the peace, but I like to mix with people. But I am happiest when it's with people that I feel comfortable with, people that I know. I get almost panic attack at times if I am in with a group of seemingly extrovert people who all seem to know each other. I'm the sole one that maybe knows one or two people, and everything is happening around me. And I'm in a position, a place that I can't escape from. And I vividly remember that at a New Year's Eve party many years ago, a sit-down party, and I wasn't seated near the two people that I knew, even though I'd said, please, could I be? Yeah, no problem. And everybody was talking around me, not including me, probably because I'd gone into closed down mood and I wasn't including myself. So it became a matter of, excuse me, as I edged my way to the door between the jam-packed full room with chairs almost touching each other back to back. I had to get out. So for me, it's probably circumstances and the people that count. If I'm in somebody's home that I know, I feel comfortable. If I'm with people that I know and trust, and people that understand that if I feel that I need to leave, I'm not being antisocial. I am just being true to myself. And that if I stayed, I could go, though I haven't done that for a long, long time now. Thank goodness. So where do you put you? I think that we need to promote this ambivert so that we're not classified at one end or the other. Because I think it's a bit like the bell curve where the middle, the biggest bump is average. And I honestly think that the biggest bump when it comes to being an introvert, an extrovert, an ambivert is firmly with the ambiverts. But it's only the extremes that have their label talked about. Is it just me? Probably, but I don't know. So back to that introvert and how people misjudge them. Very often they are thought to be standoffish. It could be shyness, low self-confidence when it comes to actually approaching somebody for a first time and introducing yourself and starting a conversation. I'm fine with things like that. So again, I think I'm in that camel's hump. And the extroverts, they very often come across as these always jolly, always the same, happy-go-lucky people. And I have known one or two people who are like that, always the same. But many others, that can be a mask. In fact, more than a mask, it can be a flipping great big suit of armour that some of them carry around. I mean, they do say that a lot of comedians, a lot of actors, that they are underconfident, that their self-esteem isn't desperately high, that they put on a front. So maybe they aren't as big an extrovert as they seem when they've got their public persona on. And our public and private personas, they can be two different entities. So have a think. Shall we set up let's consider the ambiverts or not? I think there's a lot of wondering and puzzling going on in the world at present, so it was just a little throw it into the melting pot and see what you all think. Thank you for joining me. Take care. Whether you're going out kicking up your heels or going and having a quiet time. Nothing wrong with either so long as it's right for you. Take care. Take the very best care of yourself that you can. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Bye.